Hi everybody, this is B, and today I am doing a book of the month of September, and it is Starry-Eyed 16 Stories That Steal the Spotlight, edited by Ted Michael and Josh Pultz, and direction by Clay Atkin. And it's basically a book with fiction mixed with anecdotes from different celebrities. Um, when it comes to reading the book, the antidotes are a little bit smaller pages than they are of the short stories. So when you read these books like this, it's more of a more fictional. I mean, yes, there is some antidotes in there, but it's more of like motivational books. I would say it's targeted, and I would also recommend to what's targeted. It's mostly for people who are like preteens or they're teenagers or young adults. It's for people who need a little more motivation, especially when it comes to like the arts and stuff like that. It's a really good book. I mean, I liked it. The reason how I found out about it is because it was at the Dollar Tree. It piqued my eye. I saw the microphone. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta get into it. So I did. I I actually enjoyed it. Um, for even the shorts, there's a couple of them that are like, ha, the short stories were kind of funny and cute, and a lot of it is like the characters itself. A lot of the plot is around like middle school or high school, so it's stuff like that it's targeted and a lot of the stories are about. So I understand why it's more targeted to that type of audience because that's where like a lot of the characters are based off of, or if they're not antidotes, they're the short stories based on them. So I can see why they wanted to target it. And I like the introduction that Kayakin wrote. It was very well done. Um, I think he did a good job. It set the story straight. Um, so I did enjoy that aspect of it. Um, there was a few stories. There's actually one I just didn't enjoy. I just stopped reading it. A few pages in, I just didn't like how it was being, what's the word, sent. I'm not saying delivered, but it was delivered. I don't like using that word, but I'll say it anyway because that's the best way I can explain it. It was just how it was delivered. Um, but overall, I think it was a really good book. It's a really cute short read. And if people who like really motivational stuff, this is the book for them. So if you know people are interested or just like reading motivational stuff, even if it was just the cute, quirky teenage stuff, I would recommend this book. I'm sure BAM Books a Million probably sells it, or Target or somebody, but I didn't see it anywhere. But I saw a Dollar Tree, so you never know. Dollar Tree can get stuff like that from the local bookstores or big. They just didn't want it on their shelves anymore, so Dollar Tree got it. But that's what it's called. It's Starry-Eyed, STARRY dash EYED. Um, I like it's very cute. Some of them are just like wow, and the cool part is with the antidotes. After you get done with the antidote, it has in the bottom, it has their name, of the person of the person's antidote, and it lists like all the roles currently when they made this book, and it's really good. They put it in depth. They'll like put like a if it's like a Tony Awards person, they want a Tony Award, they have it, and then if they had any plays, a list of plays and who they played. So it's very well detailed. So you know what you're looking for. Like, so say Leah Salong, you never heard of Leah Salong, and you read her little antidote. It'll say Leah Salong, and it'll say, then you can look up Fanae Leah's member list, and it will pop up her. But of course, most people know who she is. But if you don't, then that's the way, and you read this book, that's how you can find out. So that way you can just watch her performance, which is good because if we're motivating these kids and they need someone to like get inspiration from other than reading the book, then they can look at all the stuff that they did production of and how everything's on YouTube now lately or online. They can look it up and find them on YouTube or any other social media or anything that can show their performance. And I'm glad that they put stuff that's current too, other than a couple other people that were older, But it was really good. It was really current. So it will be good applied. I mean, adults can read this too. It's not just for like preteens and teenagers, stuff like that, but that's what they target more. So, but I mean, any age can read it. It's a good read. Um, like I said, if you want the anecdotes, I mean, there's a decent amount, but you'll get more out of the book with there's more like the not fan fiction, but the fictional short stories take more of the book than the anecdotes. The anecdotes are kind of small. I think the max of what pages of what anecdote was like 4 or 5 pages. So they're relatively short. They keep it relatively short, but the fictional stories were good, except this last one I just read, and I just didn't like it. I only read maybe 3 pages into it. I just, nope, not doing it. And it takes me a lot to do that. I try to give it like a 10-page thing if it's more than 10 pages, but not doing it. Not doing it. But overall, it's a really good book. So if you know somebody who likes motivational books, or if you're into the theater, or just like a good book, Starry-Eyed is the way to go. It's just it's very good. I mean, it's not big. It's a little over 300 pages. Well, yeah, almost 400. But I mean, so it's not a heavy read. It's not a light read. It's like in between, but it's a good amount. So I would highly recommend it. Um, to give to somebody or just to read yourself. But anyway, that's all I have for this book. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry if I've been MIA. I've been busy. So, a lot of things happening. So, thank you for tuning in and stay tuned for another video for my September favorites. Stay tuned. And if you want to follow me on other social media sites, the information will be in the description box. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.